Hello guys, are you a woman looking for a business idea to start? You are confused, you don't know the right business idea to start. You have your money ready, but you don't know the type of business that you are going to venture in. So in this particular video, I'll be sharing with you guys some business idea that you can start up as a woman and make massive money for yourself. So make sure that you watch to the ending of this particular video, because the last business idea will actually be the one that you'll be interested in. So the first business idea that you can start up as a woman and make massive money from is renting of wedding gown. There is money in this particular business. This particular business is high in demand. I all know that any business that is high in demand, that particular business is a very profitable business. So this wedding gown business is a very profitable business that you can start up as a woman and start making money for yourself. Many people are doing party on a weekly basis, but this particular business involve huge amounts of money. So if you are preparing to enter this particular business, you need to get really ready, because there are some wedding gowns that are very expensive. So if you want to enter into this business, make sure that you get yourself ready before you start up this particular business. But this particular business is a very profitable business. If you can be able to put everything in place, you are going to earn a lot of money from this particular business. And there are also deep secrets in this particular business. Every business has deep secrets. So it is important that before you start up this particular business, you also need to make a market research. And you also need to get a basic training before you start up this particular business. Meet those people that have been into this business before and get information from there before you start up this particular business. Get the basic training from there and get the necessary information from there before you start up this particular business. You are going to earn a lot of money in this particular business if you can be able to handle this particular business well. Another thing again that you also need to do before you start up this particular business, you need to choose a very good location. Your location also matters, because if you choose a bad location, you will not get more visibility. So it is necessary that you choose a very nice location for this particular business. You need to choose a location that has a very good population, because more people see your business, more they are going to patronize you. So it is very necessary that you consider this before you choose any location. A major with a lot of population is a good example of a good location for this particular business. Another thing again that you also need to do before you start up this particular business, you need to advertise aggressively. Advertisement matters a lot. There are many competitors in this particular business. So if you really want to stand out in this particular business, you need to advertise aggressively. Be posting it regularly on your social media platform, be posting it on TikTok, be posting it on Facebook, be posting it on Instagram. By doing that, you'll be able to attract a lot of customers for yourself. So if you have huge capital, you can also run adverts on TV, you can also run adverts on radio. By doing that, you're already attracting a lot of customers for yourself. You can even put billboard. This particular business is a very huge business, depending on how you approach this business. If you approach this particular business well, you are going to earn a lot of money for yourself. So this particular business, one good business idea that you can start up as a woman and start making massive money for yourself. Another business again that you can also start up as a woman and start making massive money for yourself is jewelry business. There's also money in this particular business. You know that women are jewelry are 5 and 6. So if you start up this particular business, you're also going to earn massive money for yourself. This particular business is also high in demand. So if you start up this particular business, you are going to enjoy engaging in this particular business. But before you start up this particular business, it's also necessary that you know various quality of jewelry. It is very important. You know how to differentiate fake jewelry from original jewelry. It is very important. That's why you need to do your market research, and that's why you need to also do the basic training. With your basic training, with your market research, you'll be able to know the right information that you need to start up this particular business. Meet those people that have been into this business before and get information from them, get the basic training, get the information from there before you start up this particular business. This jewelry business is also high in demand. So if you start up this particular business, you are going to earn a lot of money. It all depends on how you approach this particular business. If you approach this particular business well, you are going to earn a lot of money from this particular business. So this is one good business idea that you can start up and start making massive money for yourself. But before you go to the market for the first time, it is advisable that you go with somebody that has been into this business before, somebody that already has experience in this particular business, somebody that is already successful in this particular business. So you go with that person to the market for the first time. You can decide to import this jewelry to your country, or you can decide to source for it locally. It all depends on the capital. But if you import these goods directly to your country, it will be more profitable when you source for it local. But it all depends on what you can actually do. So do the one that you can actually afford. Any one of them, you are going to enjoy doing this business. This business is one profitable business. Once you can be able to buy original jewelry, once you can be able to advertise, you have your marketing strategy in place. There is no way that you will not make it in this particular business. You have a good location, then you start making good money money for yourself. This particular business is one profitable business. I will say it again. This particular business is one profitable business. So start up this business and thank me later. Another business idea again that you can also start up as a woman and make massive money for yourself is selling of baby items. There is money in this particular business. People are giving birth on a daily basis. So if you start up this particular business, you are going to make massive money for yourself. But before you start up this particular business, it is necessary that you know the in and out of this particular business. I always say it. Know the in and out of any business that you want to venture into, because there is always secret in any business. So with your market research, you'll be able to know the deep secret about that particular business before you venture into that business. It is very necessary, because if you don't know the deep secret, you are going to mess up. So in this baby item, it is necessary that you know the deep secret about this particular business before you start up this business. So you meet those people that have been into this business before and get information from them before you start up this particular business. There are people that are successful in this particular business already. So you can meet those categories of people and get information from them. If it is important for you to get a basic training, you get the basic training from there before you start up this particular business. It is very important. Don't just look at it. Is it not just to sell baby items? Get a basic training. It is very important so that you will not lose your money. It is very important. I always advise you, get the basic training. Don't make that mistake. Don't make that mistake at all. So once you get the basic training, the next thing is for you to source for where you can be able to buy this baby item from. You can decide to import this baby item directly to your country, or you can decide to source for it locally. It all depends on you. After doing this, the next thing is for you to get a very perfect location for this particular business. Close to an hospital is a very good example of a good location for this particular business. Close to the market is another good example of a good location for this particular business. In the market is another good example of a good location for this particular business. So you need to take note of this. Not all locations that are really suitable for this particular business. If you choose some location, it will be very, very disastrous in this particular business. So it is advisable that you choose a very nice location that is going to profit you. So it is very, very necessary. So with your market research, you'll be able to know all these that I'm saying. That is why market research is very important. Market research will help you to know the in and out of any business before you venture into that business, what you need to do and what you don't need to do in that particular business. That's why you need to make your market research. So after doing this, after getting a perfect location for this particular business, then you can kick start up this particular business and start making good money for yourself. There is money in this particular business. If you can be able to handle this particular business well, you are going to earn a lot of money. People are giving birth on a daily basis. So this particular business is high in demand. Another business idea again that you can also start up as a woman and make massive money for yourself is restaurant business. There's also money in this particular business. As a woman that know how to cook, you can venture into this particular business in a smaller scale. But if you are somebody that is financially buoyant, you can also invest in this particular business in a larger scale. It all depends on the capital that you have. This particular business is a very profitable business. People are eating on a daily basis. So more people are eating, more you are cashing out in this particular business. So if you are somebody that want to start up this business in a smaller scale, make sure that you know how to cook very, very well. It is very important because first impression matters a lot. Because when somebody patronizes you and the food does not taste nice, the person will not like to patronize you again. So it is very important that before you venture into this particular business, make sure that you know how to cook, especially in a smaller scale. Because in a larger scale, you can actually employ somebody that know how to cook, a chef to cook for you. But in a smaller scale, you'll be the one to cook since you are starting up this particular business in a smaller scale. So it is very important that you know how to cook very, very well before you start up this particular business. Once you know how to cook, people will be telling good testimony about this your business. Before you know it, you're already cashing out massively from this particular business. So it is very advisable that you know this. So another thing again that you also need to do before you start up this particular business, you need to choose a nice location. If you are starting a smaller scale, you can choose a very busy street. Why if you are starting in a larger scale, a major route, a lot of population is a very good example if you are starting in a larger scale. This particular business is a very profitable business if you can be able to handle this particular business. So if you are starting in a larger scale, you need a lot of advertisement. If you are starting in a smaller scale, all you need to do, you look for a perfect location that will give you good visibility. It is very important. Once you can be able to do this, then you start cashing out massively from this particular business. So as a woman, these 4 business ideas, you can choose any of them and start making massive money for yourself.